If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, but not just say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
Our government secure all finance of all road networks in the country, major road network, assigned on the President of a 10-year electricity financing, 10 years for the World Bank.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, but not just say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again with our PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Onegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in jail, horses money is single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were in jail, 100 years back and forth, Darrell's life didn't go up. Yeah, West to only betray the labor, yeah, can't call no back to finish give out. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter, oh. But what kind of tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What kind of tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What an experience, okay. And the first time in the country, you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them, we're going. And when we're talking, say the tip, I got to win to all wrong. You can just be looking at all that to say, sleeping monk, the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 million roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking, say, we are coming up, bro. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say, let no but A. Yama, when I'm feeling from here, just like a Gavin poor in Mexico. What they get it, made them to SAP. What they get it, made them to SAP. What on the tree, will go, Macao, we die, Macao. What on the tree, will go, Macao, we die, what play the freedom of speech? Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech? When you thought you get the government like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, by a fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that party scene and asking when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see men and I think of CPP document. The horse are selling like Dillon and young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baka the rapid. The country fire on a bus, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
Mr. Speaker, members of the legislature, nearly 3 years ago, I assured the nation that road will be our focus, not as a slogan, but rather the commitment to connecting communities with opportunity. In furtherance of our commitment, we focus on restoring key corridors and expanding secondary roads. We increased Liberia's paved roads from under 12% to 20% and maintained more than 780 kilometers of major roads, ensuring year-round access. Connectivity improved between Ruraville and Batul, Salaye and Medekoma, Tapita and Zedru, as well as Buchanan Greenville, reducing costs and easing hardship for citizens. Key roads like Ganta, Sakripe now 56%, Sakripe Tapita up to 92% have advanced, while Pilipol Fishtown route is now fully paved. Additional projects, including the Buchanan Greenway Highway, are in the pipeline, thanks to partner support from African Development Bank, World Bank, and others. Efforts will be made more accessible to the rest of the country by road. The Army Corps of Engineers will play a role in delivering this initiative. In our ongoing commitment to maintain road access for our citizens, I am pleased to announce that the widely discussed 285 yellow machines procured by government last year are currently in shift. These assets will be situated at the county hubs and used to support road maintenance efforts and form a crucial part of our disaster response preparedness efforts across the country. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the legislature, fellow Liberians, we continue to make progress in connecting county capitals and major assets. Although the RIA Road Corridor project faced delays due to ongoing orders and changes in scope, we are still able to increase the length of the pavement from 20 to 20 with the orders and rescoping nearing completion. Full work on this corridor is expected to resume in 2020. For my administration, our job creation strategy have focused on addressing binding and structural constraints growth, including investment in roads. And in this connection, we have created more than 70,000 short and medium-term jobs across infrastructure, agriculture, social protection, and small businesses, among other sectors. Going forward, the Youth Entrepreneurship and Investment Bank project launched in 2025 will support 30,000 youth-led businesses, creating over 120,000 direct and indirect jobs for the youth. A national employment acceleration strategy focused on agriculture, public works, skill training, and support to small enterprises has been finalized. This will facilitate more Liberians to earn decent life with dignity. Honorable members of the legislature, on January 15, 2025, the Liberian government launched their arrest agenda for inclusive development 2025 to 2029, the 15th County Development Agenda in Buchanan, Grand-Bassa County. These initiatives reaffirm the country's commitment to Vision 2030, focusing on delivering measurable results, decisive.
My constitutional right, this is my job. And I'm here now. My president just lied about the feeding program. The president just lied about the job. I mean, those are all lies. You cannot lie to the elected for more than 2,235,000. You are aware in Mosorado, how the legislative went to your place. As I speak to you today, they use generator. They use generator to carry the president program on today. As I speak to you now, that generator is beating. How can the president say electrify the country? That's not true.
I address you today regarding the situation along our border with the Republic of Guinea. As President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, it is my duty to keep the Liberian people informed and to assure you that the peace and security of our nation remain my top priorities. In recent days, concerns have emerged as a result of development along parts of our shared border in the Salamba area, Foya District, Lufa County. These developments have understandably attracted not only our attention of our citizens living in the border communities, but also being sensitive to the opinion of wider Liberian public. I want to assure the Liberian people that our government has been fully engaged and is responsibly managing the situation with calm and determination. From the very outset, the government of Liberia took immediate steps to de-escalate the situation by addressing it through peaceful diplomatic means. We have engaged directly with the government of Guinea to establish diplomatic channels. In addition, we have worked closely with our sister Republic of Sierra Leone within the framework of the Mana River Union to ensure that dialogue and cooperation guide our actions. Following these engagements, the leaders of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone have reaffirmed our collective commitment to peace and stability along our shared borders. Through this understanding, all parties have agreed to work toward restoring the status quo and ensuring that our border communities continue to live in peace and uphold mutual respect and trust. I am encouraged that the government of Guinea has issued instructions for its forces to return to their previous positions along the border. This is an important step toward de-escalation and demonstrate a shared recognition that peace and stability must always guide our action. At the same time, our security institutions, including the armed forces of Liberia, the Liberian National Police, and other joint security agencies, remain vigilant and professional in carrying out their duties. They are working closely with the local authorities and communities to maintain calm while diplomatic efforts continue. I also wish to express my appreciation to the regional and international partners who have reached out in recent days to encourage restraint and peaceful engagement. Friends of Liberia across Africa and around the world including leaders within the economic community of West African states, the AU, and other international partners have conveyed their support for a peaceful resolution of the situation. Their messages of encouragement and solidarity reaffirm Liberia's standing in the community of nations and strengthen our collective resolve to pursue diplomacy and dialogue. Let me be clear to every Liberian. Our pursuit of peaceful resolution is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength. It is easier to fight, break down, and destroy. As our own journey has taught us, it is more difficult to recover and build. That is why the government is exploring every available avenue to resolve this matter peacefully. We will continue to rely on diplomacy, dialogue, and the mechanisms of regional cooperation to ensure that this issue is addressed responsibly and without conflict. Liberia has always been a nation that stands firmly for peace. Throughout our history, we have maintained cordial relations with our neighbors and have consistently chosen cooperation over confrontation. People of our three borders countries share deep cultural, family, and economic ties that must always be preserved. Liberia has not only maintained peace within its own border, but has also played a significant role in helping to bring peace to other nations. From our contribution to the Regional Peace Initiative to our active participation in international peacekeeping missions, Liberia has demonstrated that our country believes strongly in peaceful resolution to disputes. Today, as we manage the situation, we remain guided by those same principles. My fellow Liberians, while we understand and are encouraged by the deep demonstration of patriotism and unity, I call upon all citizens, especially those residing in our border community, to remain calm and law-abiding. I also urge our people to avoid spreading unverified information or rumors that may cause unnecessary anxiety. Let us allow our security authorities and diplomatic channels to do their work. Liberia is a peaceful nation, and the peace we enjoy today is the result of our collective sacrifice, reconciliation, and deep determination to reverse the past after many years of hardship. That peace is precious, and this government will do everything within its power to protect and preserve it. Let us remain confident, remain united, and remain committed to the values that define us as a nation. May God continue to bless Liberia and keep our nation in peace. Thank you.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is, I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Bwaka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Bwaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despair. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy, executive overreach, and open disregard for our constitution, lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, Stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Chastilota, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position were respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the millionth man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
Yeah, no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact.
The Senate set a trap for Brecker.
Okay.
Because when we wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Berdia to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brecker come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and you know where he's just thinking all kind of way Brecker, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, Magati thing, they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Brecker benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving a Barbara for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. You guys going to persecute us? So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I asked many senators why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Brecker send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah, correct move.
Reactionary tendency. Disrespect. Reactionary tendency. Amanda. Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there in the ring to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stand here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and brutality against women and children. We are going to raise our voices against the rape against our children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the Ministry of Gender and none has been resolved. And the corporate are working scot-free simply because of government connections. Our sisters are sexually harassed at ministry and agencies. But today we have gathered to say enough is enough. Our mothers who are in the market today are facing serious economic constraints simply because we have a U.S. rate for 100 per dollar. So today, Mr. Brecker, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic have come to tell you we can bring you down. If you cannot lead us, you must leave. And we mean what we say. If you cannot lead us, you must leave. Enough. Thank you to all of the serving special women of Ghana. We commend you for your hard work, and we say thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
Give it honorable attention, please.
People struggle. Joseph Brother, whoa! Boo, 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 Joseph Brother, woo! Boo, 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 Joseph Brother, woo! Thank you very much. You want to put your hands together for yourself, please. Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. Francis Newman has not been investigated. Joseph Parker came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from University of Liberia, all universities, no job. No program for young people. We want to
all of you, wherever you are, sorry, we have to run after a lot of things, and we have to run through them. We want to say thanks to all of you for joining in, and thanks so much for the patience and waiting for your professor, your teacher, and for being right here tonight. And we thank you all so much for everything that we all do. And with God, remember, all things are possible, and so we are grateful to the Almighty God being here tonight again to do what we can for our country. Sorry. And so we have to kick it off now, and with no time to waste, I want to say what's up to all of you. It's good that we are here tonight, and very dedicated and committed to doing what we can for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are that you may be faced with, and we are certainly going to get there, and we are getting there. All right, so that is it right here on this die. My name is Cyprian God Sent William, and I'm grateful to the Almighty God. I know you too will also do the same, or if you are not already doing, and that we are here together doing what we can for our country, and we thank God so much. So today is Thursday. As a matter of fact, we are very excited that God has given us this day, and here we are again to do what we can for our country, and we are forever grateful. So a lot of things have been happening, and we'll try to update you on them quickly. Series of things have been happening, a lot of activities. We understood that the police, after we caused all the noise here, the police had to go. But why not the armed forces of Liberia? Why not the armed forces of Liberia, but the police? But you can understand clearly why the police. When Joseph Boakai came to power, you could see clearly that the only group he decided to prioritize is a group that is usable, a security network that is very usable and that can be easily politicized. And that is a group that he really invested a lot in. That's why you saw 2 continuous full of real military hardware and equipment, gun, real stuff. Then he brought them and gave it to the police. He didn't give it to the AFL. He gave it to the police. So that the police now took those gun and what they carrying out there, the gun that they were using on your during protest. So Saint Joseph Boakai equipped the police and decided to empower the police and gave the police gun, continuous full of gun. Let it be the police to go there to do their work. So that the police gone there now. And they're passing around there acting like they're on ground here and there. People not serious. Joseph Boakai is not just serious. Where have you seen police people go places and they say that border patrol or border patrol, blah, 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 all the kind of thing. When they even say joint security, when it comes to external threat, who takes the lead? When it comes to internal issue, the first line of security network to approach is the Liberia National Police. When it comes to external threat, the first batch of people to be there is the military. I want Joseph Boakai a group again. Really understand some things. So you get ready. You are now telling us. Still, we know that we're not safe because for you to even send police not trained for combat. Police people are who can run away when real war come in. They can run away. They can lay down their uniform because they are not trained for that. Police not meant for those things. When it's time for war, it is not the police that go to battle. So you're going to protect border and you're using police instead of the military? You think Domoya will take you serious? Eh? You think Domoya will really take you serious? Instead of you sending the military, then you sending police. When walking in the country, the police people, you saw them fighting when they were. Why you are hearing about it? They didn't say do police. Oh. They said do soya. We're looking for do soya there. And the do soya then we're looking for. What kind of country is this? I want you people understand some of the things that can be doing. It's too shameful. Every decision you people take, or every decision derived out by you people and executed, it just hurts the country. It doesn't show any signs of seriousness. But we'll get to that. And let me just share with you people what I told you people, what I told you people the last time, just last night. And let me just share it with you, because when I promise like that, I like to live up to the promise. So I told you we're going to share with you documentary evidence about Hodges and the on leave and Liberia Airport Authority boss, how he left and went to Farmington Hotel with his team. And this guy that they talk about, he gave 5,000 to. They said, man, he ain't let woman business, and nobody can see woman with him. Even the Hodges, man, you don't see woman there around him too much. And they guy that he gave the son to, two of them, I don't know what kind of relationship they have or whatever it is, but two of them, they really like to be around. So gentlemen and like to be around each other. That's how it is. So this Joel guy whom Hodges is paying 5,000, this Joel guy was at Farmington Hotel. Every time Hodges is there sleeping there, at the time Joel will be there sleeping. Every time Hodges there sleeping, at the time Joel will be there sleeping. Then they get one other lady again. She's there, she's the project manager. But those are just few of the evidence we've gathered to tell you how these guys were squandering the state resources instead of them to using their homes, knowing that the Liberians they came to rescue. While we are, let's take for instance, President, we have decided to ask me to be airport managing director. I live somewhere close. And I know that money business is high, and I know the room or wherever I am is not available yet. I will have to use my own house and then to go there in the meantime until I can get what it is. So you see that? So two of them, they're always there in the place. So these are pieces of evidence from Farmington Hotel. These and paid by the Liberia Airport Authority. Yeah, by the Liberia Airport Authority. So I just want to share this one with you because I told you. I will post it. I will do a write-up on it and post it. Yeah. So I'll do a write-up on it and post it. I just want you to see it for yourself. Yeah, when we're saying these things so that you will know that we are saying it, right? So this is Hodges, Ernest Hodges. This is the man. This is the Ernest Hodges man. You know, when I jump behind something, I don't joke with it. So this is the Ernest Hodges man. You see the number of days. They say, well, arrival date. That is one of it. Arrival date, the 1st January, the 25th of January, 2026. So he departed on this other arrangement. He departed the 2nd on February 14. So when he entered the hotel on the 25th and left on February 14. That's one. The other one is here again. That's the other thing that you were there eating in the hotel. Everything here. The other bill went up to 1,757. The other bill. Then again we go there. Yeah, another bill again. Another day again of entry. Yeah, so they the same. Could you imagine? Right? So that's page 2. Let's get on to this one here. This is the cashier and says something for you. All right. So Hodges again, this time he went there at the hotel on 12th of December, on December 16, 2025, and he left from there January 13. You got already enjoyed that. He left from there. Either you travel somewhere because they play in living now. So that kind of thing. So when you living at the hotel, that's the whole life, boy. The day you are traveling, either to go attend to other things, then you will log out because that period that you're not there, you can pay for it. That's how the hotel business, that's how living at a hotel looks like. So you will log out, then you log in. So this day now, he logged out right here. The 12th December 16 was when he arrived there. And you're seeing the Liberia Airport Authority, and you're seeing, not to you, Airport Authority, that pay him the money. So the departure day was the 13th of January 2026. So he went at 2025 and left 2026. Whole 1 year. All right. The other bill at 1,853. The boys are enjoying themselves. You see now this thing that these things that they are happening. Several of them. I will just try to share them with you quickly because I don't want to dwell on there. I just want to show you for documentary evidence purpose. That's how they got them been living there. Yeah. So we come to this one, this other name too. So this is Hodges. Right? Yeah, this is Hodges stuff. So let's get to the next one, which is here. Okay, sorry. Let me see. Okay, good. Brilliant. So let me share with you the next screen. That's 2. Let me go to screen 2. Yeah. So this one is here too, the same thing. So the same time Hodges can be there at the time, the other people can be there. So they get Joel Raphael. Joel Raphael is the guy. So the Joel Raphael guy, he's the guy who's the chief of office staff that are getting 5,000. So that 5,000 there is equivalent to the deputy managing director salary. So you grab a chief of office staff, put it there, give him 5,000. Now, this guy and him, they've been sleeping at the Farmington Hotel. The two of them been sleeping there. And the guy is always there with him. I don't know what kind of chief of office staff. Anyway, chief of office staff then can travel with people places. So he want a chief of office staff that man. So two of them can be sleeping at Farmington Hotel. That they play, they've been sleeping. So Joel Umpire arrived there on December 10th. You know, he went ahead of time before he met to prepare the place, their room, so that they will be sleeping there. So that maybe he want to book another room for himself or their room. I don't know which one, but that the two of them can be there. The two of them own a place so that the Joyce man did. So is so he too left from there on the 12th on December 12th. So he went at 10 left on 12th. What did they pay there? Let me see here. Let me see. Okay, another date of arrival is the 15th, and left on the 18th, right? So you can go there, they do things, then they come from there. I don't know, but a business now, it's not about doing any other thing. It's just business. These people, they can do business. A business people can do a hotel and thing. So he went on the 22nd again, left on the 26th of December. Another arrival there. Like Joel will stay on here, so they went out to go do business. Yeah, that business. They can go do business. You can go, you know. That year looking funny. You know, it's impossible that a male will enter the hotel to go sleep without booking. So either they can go book and then go other places, they have time out or whatever. I don't know, but that's it. And you know, they are all good guys. You know, some people can just leg people. It not mean that they're doing anything. Some people can just leg people for nothing. Just free. Some people can just leg people. Oh, you my boss man. Oh, anywhere you see, I will see there. Oh. And the boss man say, you will say, oh, man, you with me. Oh, so for your business, I will not bring a woman here. Oh. So you know, some people get leg. You know, they just like their bosses, and that's how life can be sometimes. Don't see it, and then you think that these people are lovers. No. Some people just like that, they like to take up the spaces of their bosses, and their bosses like to take up their own spaces. Everybody will take each other's space, and you decide to tell the other female companion then to stay away because what you have there is something that just work. You know, some people, they let it work very hard. They not get time for the woman business here and there, so they concentrate on their work. So they will always bring people close to them who will help them to concentrate on the work. That kind of life people can live, you know, and that's what can happen. Yeah, people can always do that. That thing is very easy. So you will bring a male who will help you and be with you, so that you will do the work. Because sometimes some work then can be very hard to do. And some work then can be very hard to do. So if you don't do it like that, you know, yeah. But you know, but some of you will not understand. Now every man you see, you know, during those days. We have boys who just used to be boys together, you know, but I get it. No, it's not like that. They just like to be together, so now they sleep together and all. They enjoy each other. But the idea is when people sleeping together and enjoying each other and doing whatever it is, it's part of life. And you don't got to just judge them by that. Not because I say I want to walk with a woman in the street and you just look at me straight and say I'm gay. There are some women there who can't even what they call. So, but the whole problem there is, there's one guy when the day Hodge go there at the time, he can go enter there so that they can go and do work there. You know, that working place. So the working place not far from there. So what they decided to do, and think, which is in the best, they decided to be sleeping together inside there. No, not sleeping together. They have different rooms that they can sleep in, but sleeping together in the same hotel, but not in the same room. You know, something there for you to talk, you got to provide real clarity for people to know what you're really talking. I am not saying that whether they slept together in the same room or that one I was talking about. For the fact that he booked in a room and Jorge booked in a room, that means they slept together in the same hotel. Yeah, they slept together in the same hotel. It means that what they call they slept together in the same hotel. That's why it is. So they got been there. Yeah, so those are some of the things that you see. But you see, you're Liberian people, you're quick to judge people, and I will not bar for anybody. You know, some of these people who may have issues with them, but we will help to protect their image. Will help to protect their image. So the other bill here akin to them is 1,678. Let me see some of the things you are eating inside. They say room charge. The 6. Oh no, the town and loan. No, they did now according to now they're selling the room charge, the first month, the 12th, 2026, and all inside. Wow. Yo. Yeah, they got enter there. Now he again, sir. He don't enter in the main room again. No, not enter in the main room. He don't enter the hotel again. Oh yeah, that Joel referral. Yeah, he went to the hotel again. He went there to go do work for a boss man. You know, normally the chief of office staff there, they can really work overtime. That's why if you are a man and your woman are chief of office staff, just know that your boss man can call your woman anytime, anywhere he has for them to work there. The hard work business can be all the kind of job there. So it means someday I will look for women chief of office staff so that because I can't go look for men chief of office staff. So now go in the hotel, they can't there. So now go and enter there, you go put it in the room, then he jump from here in the room. He can't work on the computer in the room, then you go back to it. So what the essence of it now? If this man is just going there to go book room, then you will leave for your own room, then you can't do the computer work in my own room. No, man can't do computer work in my own room because the partners are waiting. We got to do work. So the guy entered there the 1st January and the 5th of January, 2026, and then left from there and so forth. So just stop these speculations and things without evidence or so forth. But there is a Joel guy, and I apparently allegedly who gets the 5,000 according to the board. Right? Yeah, according to the board. So they say lunch at bar. And, he went for lunch there. He got Toscana Bilek. And everything inside here, everything he ever took inside here, the room charge. So when they go there, they get ready to eat it too. And they ask, not just sleepy business, that enjoying each individually by himself. Let me be clear on that one. Let me speak the English good. They are enjoying themselves each individually by himself. So that's why it is. Right? So this is it. You're getting one, you're clear. So let me get a third one. Is it a sugar? Yeah, I think the project manager. The project manager. There's also a lady who also a project manager who was also there. So this is it. Yeah. So I don't know. They call I know Ziovan. SROBHAN Burnett. Ziovan Burnett. Is a project manager or something like that? Okay, let's review what the project manager, what time the project manager. I think the project manager I have a project purpose. I don't think for anything else. Yeah, but I didn't want that I simply played in there. So the project manager enters on the 8th of December and left on the 12th of December. That's one. That's one. And the project manager also entered on the 29th of December and left on the 31st of December. The project manager again decided to sleep. I said that working business the poke can be there for. So for the project manager, get fewer time there because a woman now. You got to only get, you sleep there, the next day you leave. So you pay. That's the project manager. So the project manager who not sleeping, that just to sleep there because the boss man there and they got to work with. But the chief of office town, he get to play there he took so that they can be together inside there. Only the woman that been coming and just going. So the woman comes, she entered the place on November 24th and left on the 28th again. Another date and of entry and departure. Arrival and departure. Let me put it that way. Right? So from November town, at the time they started to audit now. So she goes there again. When? She goes there on December 15th and left on the 18th. Good. Brilliant. So all these things are there. The records are there. The records are there. She enters there again on the 22nd and left on the 23rd. She can stay long. Everybody that a rough man can go stay long in book room or he there, he lay down there and they're doing things. So yeah, I think that So she went there on the 5th of the other day by coincide with Raf, or one of Raf day. So she enters there again on the 5th of January and left on the 16th. This time at the longest stay she ever had there. The 5th and then left on the 16th of 2026, January. Yeah, so and her own bill went up to 1,866. That was them. So several other bills and things there and they enjoying themselves. That's what it is. So please, I beg you. These are pieces of evidence that we are providing to tell you how these people are using the state resources. They are not there to help the country. They got to save money. They are not saving money. They are using it. They are very extravagant. They kind of live then that they couldn't live. That's what they live in. Yeah. So that's what it is. So I think it's very much important that we get a title child yourself. How's everything with you? No, I just trying to explain some things. You know, sometimes the way people can think about people is good that you come and provide clarity. What I just did here is to provide clarity that it is possible that a male special assistant can go sleep in the room of his boss. It's possible because the boss will be working hard. And when the boss chooses not to find any woman around and saying he want any woman around because he's busy, He busy because so now the woman business can distract you. So now some men, because they won't be serious with their work, they will only take men business, they put their hand inside. That's what men business they will be on. When I mean men business, I don't say loving business. I said they will take their side, they put their side, it's also men business. That means only men they can do business with. That's what I say here. Me, I will be clear about this thing here because I don't want for you to go misquote me and say, oh, ABC, they love you. And I say like that. I said some people like to deal with men business. So man business, some men ain't like to deal with only man business. That means only men they can do business with. Let me be clear. So like I can be telling women and say you let men business. And the thing I mean here, yeah, I say him a different thing. I say him a different thing. So that's it. But I only give you the what is there how to talk. But the issue there is, yeah, you know, sometimes somebody think it can just happen and people can want thing all kind of way. But at your business, your leggy, your go, your thing, any kind of way, they are there and providing clarity and setting the record straight for these people. They can be together, they do their main business. That's not issue. Man business. So man business does not mean that people know. It's the man, I call you here, you might know man, and people can what it call. So that's it there, right? So I just gave you all these pieces of evidence so that you get them, and then you know that when we are talking, we're talking the truth. And so I think you can know what it is as we are going on. And so I think where we are we are certainly getting there. Anybody want to make control why I just said like your business? Oh, I know what I'm saying. I made a clarity on it. I said the MD led man business. So he had to deal with people who are what they call. Yeah, so that man business thing they can be on that thing and that issue ain't get nothing to do with sex. Men can go to men for men to do men business. No, not to do men business. Sorry, men business. No, for them to do business. Men let to do business with men. That's what I mean. Very good. All right, so folks, we are here on important matters again. So, like I would say, the last time, just today, the police decided to go instead of the armed forces of Liberia. You ask yourself the question: external threat is no longer about joint security at the border like that. When a joint security, anything that comes to external threat, the first line of duty of people or state security to take charge, they provide leadership, is the police, especially when an internal threat or whatever it is, the routine police. AFL will not just jump us. AFL deal with the issue of external threats, or when the police is being overwhelmed, then the AFL comes. So the AFL serves as the police support unit. Though the police get PSU, but the real police support unit in terms of all these things, it becomes the AFL's duty when the police has been overwhelmed. That's why you see in cases of pandemic, they will have joint security, but they will bring the AFL outside because thinking of pandemic is something that they declare state of emergency. And when there is a state of emergency declared, the cyber security ceases its function. It reduces its function to the cyber security reduces its function to the external defensive security system, which of course has to do with the armed forces of Liberia. They will now take charge. Anytime you hear about state of emergency declared, then they are now calling on, because once the state is on an emergency, then you now call on the military to take charge. So when you see when they say having 18 and they say, oh yeah, the other variety and they having here, they go for the marine, they go for all these people. Yes, they go for them because at that point the state is on a national security emergency. It's on a national emergency. When it's on a national emergency, the most senior and supreme security organization that takes charge, that control everything, is the military. They don't just come out. So they also deal with issue of external aggressions. They also deal with issue of external aggressions. So anything that threatened the country in that form and faction, they have to be there. So for us to see immigration going there, then we see police to go there, and the AFL still lagging behind, something is not just right. Something is not just normal. And it tells you what's happening. And I can tell you clearly that Bwaka had never prioritized the armed forces of Liberia since he took over. Though he plays his boss there, maybe to just control the military, or maybe use them in times he will want to use them. But he even thought that the military was going to war, because there was a certain point in time for the inception of this government, the AFL was misbehaving in certain form and faction because Follett was so overzealous about his job at a certain point in time. And I highlighted all of that. But when he started putting himself in place and started acting accordingly, I also recognized that. And I said, no, our AFL, they are now forced for good. They are demonstrating everything they can. They decided to draw the lines and say, no, we don't have to go too political. Already, the way our bosses were appointed by this government, people think that already. I raised that flag of the AFL being politicized because of Prince Johnson, Daniel Zianka, and then whatever it is. I raised that flag. What did they do? It confirmed it when Joseph Boakai, who does not like to do business with anybody within the WIA administration, he decided to pick those security personnel. He picked Daniel Zianka, he picked Prince Charles Johnson, and gave them jobs. So it just validated my claim that the military were politicized. So in one way, we are falling, restore that image and take away that aspect of what suspicion or that dark cloud of political soldering that had engulfed the military as a result of the appointments of their previous bosses. It was not to get involved with the government so much. He needed to draw some lines. Though initially he wanted to go into it, he could be making some statements, reacting to opposition political party. Like one time he reacted to Sekou Kalasco Demaro concerning salary issue. And he was more political. He was driving towards that. And we're now saying, okay, we see why Joseph Boakai put him there. So we raised all of that. Thank God he came to his senses. And then he decided now to say, look, the military will be the military. We're not going to get involved into politics. Yeah, we agreed that for military people, they have their right to vote or whatever. They have their political alignments here and there, parties that they love, but we're not going to be involved into politics like the police is doing. So Boakai now decided that the best bet that we have now is to buy guns and things for the Liberia National Police. They will be able to help us. So that he decided to prioritize the police. So the people he bought guns for, now he the one, they don't want down there. Because why? When Domoya wanted to arrest his competitor or the man he saw as a threat to him, when that man ran and came in Liberia here, Sheriff, when Domoya wanted to arrest him, it was not something that the Boakai administration was able to share with the military. The AFL had command to deal with those issues because it was what? Military to military here and there. What Boakai did, he used the police RG who is usable, using to enter the prison center and ejected that man from there and carried him, donated him to Domoya then for slaughter, and he was killed. In return, they gave him pickups. Those pickups were meant for the Liberia National Police, not the AFL. The AFL had never been involved with anything down there. So the AFL had never been involved with anything down there. Boakai does not prioritize the AFL because he believes that the AFL is not usable for his political reasons. The only people he can rather use are the police. And he had destroyed the police force, which of course, it calls for concerns. The military is not equipped to even go there. But right, time like this, it's supposed to be our fuller talking to a friend on the other side. The meeting, the chief of staff from here is going down there to meet the chief of staff of the armed forces of Guinea. Now the first line of approach, if Boakai had prioritized the AFL, he would have. So the first line was, Boakai would have said, we have dispatched our military team and we have dispatched the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia to go meet with his colleague on our side. They will have that meeting among themselves, between them or among themselves. Then the feedbacks from there will be able to tell. Then the chief executives are stay apart. That's the chain. So the AFL will have gone to say, look, your men are in my area and that is XYZ. But the AFL is not involved. Then you go send police. You go send police. What sort of government is this that don't know how to run government? You don't even know how to run government. How you go send police down there to go do what? You're supposed to now be dealing with the AFL chief of staff to travel down there, or the defense minister and the AFL chief of staff, they travel down there, they meet their counterparts. Then their counterpart will communicate to the boss. Then you'll come back to each other and say, look, Mr. President, you'll brief the president on it. And say, Mr. President, we won't met. And this is XYZ. This is what we understood from there. And this is what we have all agreed to. Simple. You, the president, will be the last. But you, the Joseph Boakai man, you are the first to even wake up to start going to your friend to go back. Because your machine is being captured. Because your machine is being captured. So you went there. You took the AFL out and you want the AFL to go fight for what? No, they can't. Then you go send police. The guy, all your decisions are very poor. Everything poor. All the decisions Joseph Boakai making, they are all poor. The first line, JB, was to see your defense minister and that, my sister Geraldine, and that of her father. They will have left this country and go to Guinea to go engage their counterparts. We would like to meet with you. There are situations unfolding at the border there. We are not too satisfied with it. What's really unfolding? What is it that's really going on? We need to iron this out. We don't want to seem like we are countering you people, but we just come to understand some things. Then you say you really like peace. That can work. Dialogue. The dialogue start with the military people themselves. Then all the thing about, oh, you're call our boss on that time. You're not going to want to call. No. The men are coming to call Domoya and tell Domoya, say the people came to meet with us. The men will go do a UNO briefing. Then you come back to Boga, you do your UNO briefing. You're in touch. When it comes to the position where the presidents got to meet, then the two of you will now decide that, okay, with this situation, we will now invite in our presidents for them to meet with this situation. Then Boaka will be the next in line. I'm going to teach junior party people how to run government. I should say that here. Look, I'm teaching, they call me teacher, and not for you, junior party people, because you say you're already clever. You say you know book. You say you know everything you know about government. I am teaching you how the problem will be solved from the onset. But instead, President Yimani left from here, took somebody low-ranking person from Justice Ministry. They went there to go negotiate how they will release their yellow machine. Boga, you wanted to be really serious? If you're very serious, let me tell you again what ought to have happened that didn't happen. I will teach you. We don't just criticize on the show. We tell you what's supposed to have happened. We don't just come here to criticize you. The government's supposed to do the government don't do the one. No. We will not just tell you say the government not do this. We'll tell you say what the government's supposed to do. We'll tell you say, yeah, the government did not do this. Then we'll give you the alternative to how the government's supposed to do it. The first line was the Minister of Defense and that of Foley travel to Guinea, meet with their counterparts. They had discussions. That gives hope. It will relax some of the tension because it will relax on things. That meant what? Even to a soldier, they say, you stop to where you people are until I can go brief our president. You're not going to see the consistency, the days of consistency and continuous attack. You're not going to see it. You're not going to reach that far. They're going to say, you're hot to where you people are until I can go brief the president. Our Liberian counterparts have come to us so that we can resolve this issue. Simple. Then you'll come back. Then Liberian will get hope. Oh, our government doing something. Our government is engaged in the dialogue. They are doing the military dialogue. It will come. Then you'll form a platform. If it is not being resolved or so forth, then you come back and say, look, I want to brief the chief of staff or I brief the commander-in-chief. The Guinea man now, but he is now having some reservations. So I think the best thing we can do, we can arrange a meeting between the both. So you'll go and tell your president, the president will go there. The military people will know that they are in a meeting. It will not only come to be with president here and there, you are coming to see in a meeting the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia, the defense minister, that the delegation that are coming to go now, because they initiated the process, and it has now reached to the level of the chief executives themselves to now meet. So you have had the defense minister, the chief of staff from here, accompanying the president along. No, you are coming to see that the whole issue, it was just coming to be whatever, but you go to you don't even do anything, you come from there because you're not doing the right thing. And Domoya knows procedures. Yeah? Domoya knows procedures. And because you're not doing the right thing when Domoya know around, you see anything that you're doing straight that will make you to think that you're serious. So as a result, you tell men and say you'll continue. So who will stop then? That immigration will stop military men? In the country, we saw it right here where police people were being flogged by AFL, right here, GSA road era. They flogged police people. With all their gunmen that they say they get Joseph Boga brought for them. The police people can be flogged by military people in Liberia here. You don't know the strength? Then you can go grab those well-trained, guarded rebel, those Janjari, those Junta rebel people that won't call themselves Guinea security, who can, even in your own country, the kind of way they treat you here. Then you can go say, the people that your AFL able to flock, like the people you send to go meet the men who look at Joseph Boga with a judgment. Yeah? Your police here, the AFL has demonstrated in a brawl, or in a battle, where AFL on the side, police on the side, the civilian, they were clapping. They put it in Ringo. The civilian were clapping. We want AFL. We want AFL. At that time, they were flocking your police right here. I mean, AFL flocking your police right here. AFL beating police because they are there. The level of trainings are different. Let's agree to it. The levels of trainings are different because everybody got different layers of trainings and things. Not everybody got a gun they can shoot it the same way. The people got different way to train and do what it is here and there. Different way. They tell them to use the gun in their own area. How they supposed to use it. The way policemen supposed to use a gun is different from how the AFL man supposed to use his gun. At what point does he use his gun? All the things is there. Different things. Then you can go, what they call? Could you imagine that? Then you now send the AFL. They're able to beat the police. Then you may look at the kind of disjointed thing. The president just spoke yesterday. Then Big Brother, fellow Anthony, and fellow counsel, Nelson Freeman, and went there. Gregory not talking. Everything, Gregory let to put his head in front everything, right? But on this occasion, Gregory Pie said once, he put Nelson Freeman in front of God. He know what's up. If you open a more down there, when they give one paper down there, it will go straight for him. So he told himself from there, he put Nelson Freeman to do all the talking. That's exactly what it is. Then Nelson Freeman, the president just was speaking yesterday. Nelson Freeman say, "We advise that the border be closed." So Nelson, all the thing the president told yesterday, you're not getting security briefing. Even before the president was speaking in the night, you're not getting security briefing that the people have crossed down there. The president is supposed to have been the one to declare the closure of the border yesterday in a statement. But Nelson Freeman goes there, and he is the one that's telling us that the border should be closed. When the president is the one that's going to be declaring the closure of the border. The mayor has given a mandate, and knowing that he is not the one that's supposed to do it by law because he's a very lawyer, he's a good lawyer. He knowing that he's not the one, so he said, all our advice is that the border remain closed. I'm going to tell the president. So you close the border before going to tell the president? Where we take our idea there from? I still teaching you, Unity Party people. I still teaching you. Where you take our idea from? Your policemen, and that AFL men are closing border because of external security threats or aggressions. It is the policemen who went there that said that the border should remain closed. He's going to tell the president. He will propose to the president. But he said the border must close. He will propose to the president because the president failed to do what he ought to have done. Secondly, there is no security briefing that going on in relation to this whole thing. Nobody is briefing the president. You could listen to the president's statement yesterday. He did not speak like commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia. Because that speech, it bordered around national security and security aggressions, external aggressions. So the president is supposed to put himself yesterday in the capacity of commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia to defend the country. The president was now coming to speak as commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia to defend the country. So every statement he was going to be making, it had to do with restoring hope and telling the people that your country is being defended. Instead, the president said nothing like that. The president said nothing like that. That Nelson Freeman had to go down there today. And then telling the people the border should be closed. Could you imagine that? You listen to that? So what kind of government you're running? What about with door? You say we door. We don't know government or whatever it is. Yeah, we agree. What kind of government you can run like that? Everything disjointed. Everybody doing their own thing. The president is not speaking like president. Yesterday was a complete disaster. The president spoke as if anybody had any reason for having hope, you have gone off with what the president said. You will pack your loads and leave. You will pack your loads and leave. No hope. No hope. Nothing. That's what the president did yesterday. All that thing the president was talking, trash. Got about peace, this, that, here. What about peace? Chief, the best thing you're supposed to have done, Mr. President, was to engage. That engagement is not to fight them back, no, but to stop them from further advancing. You dispatch a team, and that team is not to engage and confront them, but to stop them from further advancing, because we're hearing that they were taking over towns and villages. You stop them there. It's too bad. They are sitting out in a country where people talking here say, oh, maybe now they let the country here. I heard Jeremy Pierre, my brother, today. And they're talking about how journalists they can just sit down. I know that you were talking to. Journalists they can just sit down, they be talking all kind of things about their country. Yeah, they will start going after them. Jeremy Pierre, if that's what you said, because people told me, I've been busy. I don't listen to that thing I can be. Apoga ya call and can share it to me. Apoga ya call and woman no. What about? Let me tell you now. You want to come for me, come for me. I am nationalistic. I am patriotic. Whatever position I'm taking here, it got nothing to do with politics. It's about the shame and disgrace that you are bringing upon us, and you are doing nothing to solve it. What you ought to do that you are not doing, what we're talking about here. Has the president yesterday, did he clearly define what led to the crisis? If you don't know the root of the crisis, how do you go into solving it? What if it repeats itself? You want to solve a problem, right? Yeah. You must identify the problem first, so that you solve it, that there will be no repeat. Do we know what the problem is? No. Booker did not even mention anything like that. He did not mention anything relating to what caused the problem, and that they are going to resolve it. Because once that problem is resolved, the military will go back. But until that problem can be resolved, it will stay as it is. I know these things. You didn't. So you, Pierre, you think about, look, we are patriotic. Look, Pierre, if we people, let me tell you something. If I were not patriotic, and you know, Costa used to sit down here in America and tell people to go protest and pass around and stone people here and there who used to work. I have that capacity to do that in this country today. I thank God so much for his grace and the number of persons that believe in me. When you were doing that thing to Fonatico Father, do you know how many Sidicians came to me, AB, and say, AB, we are depending on you. Rally us, will turn out. You think when I say I want to rally people that are mobile model way of rallying people and tell them, say, no, there's a way I will rally people. You just see it happening. You will not even know that me rally them. You will just see things happening. Or you don't know how I can operate. But Pierre, you're already here under the very CDC government. Through the support of the diaspora people, through Michael Gilman. We staged a protest here on the global Misuse Casconi. I was the front runner for it. We did that. You don't even know who you're dealing with. You just think, look, let me tell you, Pierre, if we didn't love this country and we think that we are not caring more about the peace and stability of this country, I am able to use this platform. I will tell you it. Even you tell a radio station that I will use my Facebook platform to do what I think I can do. I have that capacity to deliver on that threat. Anything I tell you that I want to, I'm able to do it. I'm telling you it. My brother, all you need is for people to believe in you. Yeah, but you know what? We can't. We get our children going to school. We know that. Our mothers are carrying on their investments in these struggling times. No matter how you push it. Why you think we have told people over and over, you don't put it, you don't go there. But people can say, oh, CDC weak. I say CDC not weak. CDC will not fight for anybody. We try our best. We talk to you. We told you to abort this pregnancy. Stay. You say the baby must be born. So the baby is born. Live with the consequences of it. We're not going to be in the business of seeing our country destabilized. No, we're not going to do that. Because I believe that when it's destabilized, I will not be a lawyer again. Yeah? When it's destabilized, will I be a lawyer? No. When it's destabilized, will I can sit on the very radio to talk to you? No. When it's destabilized, will the pastors go to church? No. When it's destabilized, will your imams go to the mosque? No. Will we be able to do what we think we can do? No. So as a result of that, we look at the bigger picture. For us to continue doing what we love doing, let us leave it, leave the provocations, avoid it, no repercussions, no retaliations. Let's leave it like that and then move on with our country. And Pierre, that's where we are. You haven't seen me instigate or maybe incite people and tell them, say, oh, go do they want here and then. We don't do that because we love our country. Right? It's not because I am my family, because people like you don't care because you don't get your family here. You don't get your family here. That's why. But people like us, we have our families here. So we'll not allow anything to move us into making our country unstable because we'll feel the pain of the same thing. We exercise maximum restraint. There's time for everything. And there will come that time when people will act, but can't be now. You can't. So that thing you're talking, oh, generally they sit down there, read it. Not for people like us, that they country, not chakla here. And now not for people like us in this country, talking to the people every day, you calm down. You lead they want. You don't do they want. Tell the they country chakla, Pia, you know. You should be telling people that, oh, thank you, that we're not in support of anybody destabilizing the country the way you have some journalists then using their media platforms, right, to destroy the country. Some of you, maybe you may not think that you're journalists, but once you exercise a use of platform and somebody gave you a platform, do you know, let me tell you what the law is. Do you know that if I allow you, Pierre, to use my platform to communicate something that is dangerous to society and they want to hold people, they're able to hold me too? Yes, they're able to hold me. I give you the platform. So you to put yourself in the position of a media person to broadcast information that cause serious problem. I'm going to be held liable too. Oh, you don't know that law? It's there. You're sat here, you use radio stations when you're in opposition. You did all sort of things. You're challenging the country, lying to people, saying all kinds of things. How people should go and protest. How you get called about them will be cussing. How Prophet King them will be cussing. Anybody who not vote for you get called about. That means you're not in your sound man because you get called about love the country. You're used to be propagating all those things. Start talking what else when a criminal said they used to be sitting down there lying until the U.S. ambassador had to make a statement. And then said at that time, and I quote, he said there are people who sit in the diaspora, use their platforms only to lie. You did all of that. That's not what we're doing today. Because we believe we live here with the people and we have nowhere to go. There is our home. We got nowhere else to go. And this is where we are. So we're not going to do that. So for you to say, oh, generally, everything we are doing it so that you will do your work. We are saying you're making us shame in the whole of it. You're listening to what Pierre said. Pierre, I love the country. Will see a response information. Man, you're listening to him.
Because our territorial sovereignty in their words.
You're listening to you. That the Pierre do.
I see some people on social media, no like you, and say they're angry. Because our territorial sovereignty in their words is being encroached upon and we're doing nothing.
Okay.
You want to volunteer so we can give you weapon to go do something, so we're not doing anything?
You listen to the chick again? Gafuan just came from insulting you people. And told you, say, I think the Liberian people, what they really want now for us to open real ministry that they call bread and butter, then we just can't put it there now. And the insult Gafuan then gave you when you were stressing the issue about the bread and butter issues not be resolved. That the response Gafuan gave you. Today, the information ministry is responding to Liberians who are angry in the form and manner in which Joseph Boakai is conducting himself with threats, and people are encroaching, not invading our country, not about encroaching, but invading our country. And people are homeless. The superintendent was there yesterday. He acknowledged that people were homeless. And then the way Boakai is supposed to approach it, he's not approaching it that way. And people stress that. And all the information minister will say was, anybody who may vex, you're willing to come, we'll give you the gun for you to go first. Say you say we're not doing anything. Now your information minister here. That the men who love the country, and we the journalists that say that we don't want to let the country. That the men who love the country that he didn't want this. You're listening to him again. You're listening to my brother. You're listening to him.
I see some people on social media, no like you, and say they're angry. Because our territorial sovereignty in their words is being encroached upon and we're doing nothing. You want to volunteer so we can give you weapon to go do something, so we're not doing anything? So let's be.
Yeah. Y'all are getting vexed. The man says, saying we're not doing something. Y'all want to volunteer? Y'all can't go get the gun so that y'all can go do something. Saying we're not doing anything. Yeah. So, Piao, let me ask you a question. There's noise then you were causing beyond we are all over the place. So you're not able to bear small patience. You're not getting a taste keen to absorb all the. You're not have any shock absorber. There's noise there that you're begging beyond we are here. Oh, there's now you're called the other noise now. This out here. Pia, let me tell you something. It is the business. I'm teaching you again, governance. It is the business of the opposition to talk, and it is the business of the government to do. It is the business of the opposition to talk, and it's the business of the government to do. The same way in a home. You think baby cares about what I account they show here, I get ready, what I get money here and there. Anytime baby want cry, she will cry. Anytime she hungry, she will cry. Anytime they talk about school fees, she will come. Whether how will get it or whatever, it's not their business. It is their business to complain and call for something to happen. It is my business to deliver on those things. That's what government is about. So if you're lost out there, some parents, they either give up now, they ain't got nowhere to go now. So then the children will start making plow. That's what it is now. Your own government is now making plow with you instead of solving problem. Everywhere they go, they making plow with you now because they have lost ideas. Your complaint has made them vexed until they turn on you now instead of them solving the problem. Government is just like our wounds. The children, the women, they are there responsible to tell us when food finish, they won't finish. Gas finish, the other one finish. It is for them to say it. It is for them to say it. And it is for you to do something about what they say. So, you government, it is our business to keep pressure on you. At least you should be happy that we are not happy that these people are invading our country. We are even angry that you are not stopping them from invading our country. Meaning, we expect you to act. We are empowering you to act. That is why we put you in power for, so that you will be there to act on our behalf. That nobody will misbehave on us. Nobody will come and threaten our sovereignty. That's why we put you there. So if you are not doing it and we see it being taken away, what do? We should sit down and close our mouths. And it's your business to do. Then you say no. Say you don't want to do it. Say you're talking plenty. Your can will get out a gun for yourself to go do it. Have you given up so early, Pierre? Fear so well. All the noise that you were causing on, we are here. They are still asking the same question again. The tension that you were putting, we are on. If we are with the amount of tension that you will come to see development. If we are with the amount of tension that you will come to see overhead pass bridge that you're working on today. If we are with the amount of tension that you will come to see roads constructed, here there be a road and constructed. If we are was to concentrate on the tension that you were causing all over, we did not care about what you people were saying. All we was doing was to what do. That's why when y'all do it, we will go and dance away his worries. He didn't give ears to you people. He will dance away his worries. He sinks away his worry, and that is it. He's focusing on doing the job. He said, let them talk. It is our business to do the job. In fact, there was a certain point in time in 2018-19, we are instructed his entire cabinet for all his officials. All his officials to stay off Facebook. He said that. He said we got job to do. Just stop this Facebook thing about reacting and responding to people. We are past that mandate. It was a cabinet mandate. I'll tell my sister, Mama, see, come out. Even asking, I say, but you're saying that now because you get power now. You want to go and say, but you see the mandate the president even suspended Eugene Fagon for using the Facebook to denigrate people. The president suspended Eugene Fagon. That is responsible governance. We got work to do. If the people are talking, let them talk. The only thing that can silence people is doing. And like I always said, if the children are crying and they're crying for food, instead for you to complain back to them, I will make them to stop crying. No. Once you provide the food, they finish. They shut up. So if you get gone, no problem. Since you have given up on the country, and I posted on my Facebook page, I said, look, Pierre, one thing about you, you're forgetting. When we are told us that we should be our own security, it was prophetic. It was a prophetic statement. We took it. We didn't take it lightly, no. We knew that there will have come a day in this country that will be our own security. Today, Pierre have given up. We are our own security now. It started in Lofa County. The young men have to take machetes or cutlasses. They took single barrel guns. Today, there is another young man, and TikTok, something somebody shared with me. Another young man on TikTok, and somebody shared with me on TikTok, and somebody shared with me. Another young man, and shared this with me, and said this, and let me just share it with you. Yeah, let me share it with you. So let me share it with you, so that you see it. Yeah, we are getting there. I will share it with you. A young man from Lofa County said, yes, Pierre, you are right. if you people cannot do the needful, if you people cannot do the needful, it will be terrible. We'll have to do it for ourselves. Somebody share it with me. Let me just share it with you people. Yeah, let me share it with you people. I like for you to get evidence. So Pierre, that thing you're talking, the local people started that thing ever since before you go even talking because they knew. Look at the other men were talking yesterday to the superintendent and say, you will not sit down right at the program until our play from all. Pierre finished it now already. Pierre, you hear the kind of statement that Pierre making? So you're in Lofa County, you think there's there any hope? The men say they're not coming to what they call. If you want gun, you come for it. All the people who are in Lofa County for gun, you come in town. Yeah. You come in town. They will get your gun. Pierre say you want come for gun. If you think the opponent doing anything. So the young man who is saying this, the young man who is saying it, and I will share with you people so that you can get it. You know, when we're saying these things in this country, you always say and say, oh, evident, you're talking all kinds of things. Evident, they're talking all kinds of things. You're listening to the young man. Pierre, you haven't talking, right? Okay, you're listening to the young man. Let us come listen to the young man. What Pierre saying there is what the young man talking about here. So this is just something from TikTok, and I just want to share with you so that you see it.
The government can't make AFL to come to the polo for the thing to stop. With the citizen of Foya from the Kisi chiefdom will be here if you call for the Guinea to kill all of us. We die right here for our land. You mean what you saying? Yes, we die for our land because this is our land. If they in here, our old people will suffer. Our old people are now running from their favorite villages going to Foya. Yes. Foya also done now. I said they're happy on the road. I said they're happy. A leg go on the truck. The leg got matched. They go to the hospital. Why? Who get PSU here? They get pick up foot. Yeah. They stop with the now reach here. They stop with the they now reach here. They go back. Then we here. Then as surveillance, we not carry on. We pray more than that.
So that's what you're hearing there, Pierre. It's not us on social media or Facebook, the people on ground. They are the one that are complaining that you're doing nothing. And you are telling them that you are prepared to give them guns for them to go die against trained military personnel because you have shied away and given up on your response. I will not blame Pierre for cheekiness, for being cheeky. Today, Joseph Boga demonstrated similar thing in Margibi County. Today, Joseph Boga, and I'm about to play it. Joseph Boga demonstrated similar thing. You know, he cheated. So all officials other than cheated. Joseph Boga went to dedicate a project initiated. That thing that you saw in Bon, you saw Nima, what about those schools there? George, we are right. George, we are in line with World Bank. Joseph Boga stood down there and said, George, World Bank can work with serious people. Right? He didn't stop there. He said, I know they want to see again. They said that road will eat, that yellow machine will eat. You see the paper? You see how the paper. And this old man is like this. Then what will the officials do? Y'all listen to him? Oh, you're listening to him today? Okay, let me play that. Y'all get it. This is your president. Y'all listen to him, please.
Of the country, so they can be farmers, they can be people that will provide for our country, that will send their children to good school. It is easier today in Liberia that everybody can be, I want to send my children to Rwanda. We always look for greener pastures. Let's create them here. You have everything here that is needed to build this country. Only if you change your mentality and decide to make this country what it should be, by making sure the resources of this country go into building this country for the betterment of our people. And so today we are here to commission a building, not just a building. I know those people who think about nothing in this country, but from the hand to the mouth, they will ask us who will eat. The road will eat. The yellow machine will eat. Of course, you are going to eat all of those things. But we're talking about things to build this nation. Education, invest in World Bank partners. When you look in the back of the program, we have the support from the World Bank. There was a mentality in this country, the World Bank program. The people of the World Bank support people who are serious and mean business.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Now, Joseph Boga, you told the thing just now. Where was I know there are people in the country when they see the thing, they will say that the school will eat and the yellow machine will eat. So the papa is aware that every effort that he thinks he's making, the people have dismissed everything. When you see them vexed today, because you know what? It's like a father is home and you try your best for your children. In your thinking, you're trying your best for your children, but they don't appreciate it. They are telling you you're doing nothing. It can make you vex. Joseph Boaka is aware that the Liberian people don't appreciate anything he's doing because he's doing nothing. When I mean nothing, it doesn't mean absolutely nothing. I'm saying nothing. So you hear now that the frustration are in them. When you hear PNN talking, that the frustration. Joseph Boaka always mounts the podium and speaks out of frustration. He's frustrated that the Liberian people don't appreciate him. Or what? Would they appreciate you for what? He talk about how the people say that road will eat. They statement about that road will eat, or that where it came from. Now the PMN I was talking there. Now the United Party people are talking about that World Bank report will eat, or there's that, or blah blah blah. When the World Bank come up with report and say the CDC government doing XYZ, they say that World Bank report the other people will eat. And that Boaka and people used to be talking that thing. They said no Boaka and people that used to be talking that World Bank report will eat. That World Bank report the people will eat. That MCG scorecard the people will eat. Then he was brave. God, Prince Johnson, the late, is dead. I wish Prince Johnson was alive. You know, sometimes the dead, when they are dead, you just bury everything along with them. It was Prince Johnson who was acknowledging projects in Lima County and telling the Nimbayans that are World Bank projects, and now we are projects. That World Bank doing it. Now we are said doing it. That today, Boaka is now acknowledging that World Bank does business with serious people. So Weah was serious. Boaka knew that Weah was serious. The very project that Boaka is dedicating that he doesn't want to give credit to Weah for, it is the World Bank. It is the same World Bank that saw seriousness in George Weah and decided to support these school construction projects across the country. That today, Boaka is saying they want to build it again. They will say, oh, that World Bank project. Ain't you listening to him? Ain't you listening to him? Is that not the same thing the Unity Party people were talking here? He said that World Bank project. That World Bank project. Now I know we are project, that World Bank project. But today, Boaka is acknowledging that World Bank can do business with serious people. When people hint to the wise, it's quite sufficient, man. I don't need to talk much again, man. I think you have gotten everything already. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. Our callers right here on this very die. We are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there. Let me get on to this first caller. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Abraham Gosling Will.
Yeah, please go on quickly.
You clap for Teacher Light tonight, man. Abraham, you make my day. Look, Teacher Light, you came for a reason. Let me be true to you. God brought you to this world to win a Liberian people for feeding. You were born for a reason, Teacher Light. Look, you spoke my mind tonight. Every time you said anything, I didn't fact check it because the last time you fact checked me at the end, but children were laughing at me. You wasn't the army being the army and the police people say what the army is. I tell me check the people who form the army. That lazy Abraham Gosling will. They said the armed forces of Liberia, AFL, is a real structure professional men. They task with defending national sovereignty. You get it? You get it? They task that reason what we form the army. They task with defending national sovereignty, protecting border from what external aggression.
Yes.
That police you go to go protect border from external aggression. They go to ping lay, they protect border from aggression. You right? So the thing is that for the initial the president is not, any imagine you got one information minister. Say I information minister telling people say, oh, when I like Henry to you can't get go there by yourself. You see that secret man
too bad.
Or secret man government maybe you expect information minister who's supposed to be that propagating government message to the people, informing the people about the happening of our national government, but we tell people get in cheap. But every for the niggas to the president for a cheeky, very cheeky. So God creating new land. They all are now President Bogate in love of peace. Peace, but we're afraid, man. You talking about peace? When we say, oh, when people coming out to go receive the president at the airport, they will say, you're pinging the police. You will go there and start choking tear gas. You're born with your friend, man, do me, you're stealing minimum for our country. You're looting the country because of this. You're said to have no opportunity, and now you came back to the opportunity. But I'm bringing out to the night time, my bro.
All right, thank you, my brother. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, Eddie.
Please go on quickly.
I'm Thomas Continue calling from Marshall Pepe.
Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. You know, Eddie, I'm now today when I listen to the information minister of our country. For here to start, elect a more or is certain the entire nation. Well, everyone, even a local baby to the people calling from village asking or what happening today in local. Then here coming on telling on the people who decide not something will be there born. We want to defend our nation, we prepare. We prepare, they don't even the country. Let me get our country. We are prepared to defend our nation. We will not sit here, somebody to come and damage our country. They mean it. The government know what happening in local AB. They know. They're causing a problem. The yellow machine, they are celebrating. I told people before, after the machine, the yellow machine, they bring it. They bring the yellow machine to be money, oil, diamond, to be peaceful. I believe people. They are the reason they bring. And today, they carry the machine to Makono River to take the problem with it. Then here coming on is saying the kind of thing. President Wakato will now say we will not bring, I always bring because I am a strong of Nima County. I always bring a little print jumping. I always bring the people of Nima County. But everyone in Nima were telling the people, we told them, look, this 8 million now, good men that will get our country to. The people they don't listen to us. So they will be start. They like to tell us that the people coming always saying that we are President Bogate, now we eat. Now we eat in the school. And now we do so even the President Ministry of we prepare for December 2029.
All right.
We take our country back. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller here. Hello, how you doing on the line?
That God bless you. Maybe that God bless you.
Amen.
Maybe you are speaking in a way that you gave the Labyrinth hope tonight. You gave the Labyrinth hope tonight. So if you get my piece, he's afraid, he panic. Everything that he's saying, he panic. He's afraid. All the demons that they were making a riot, we're not creating new land. Now today, now people coming in their land now today, then they're speaking out of frustration. Equa came here when they were causing all kind of problems in the place. Equa came here to talk to them, they refuse.
Yeah, they refuse to listen to
that today they know about peace.
Yeah.
That today they know about peace. That today they know that people have a program that they didn't know them when they were teaching lawmakers, they are teaching citizens in the place here. They tell the whole area of rebel ground. They have made that friend mankind. That's why he's in our country today. They stay away. Paka say he's not weak. He weak. He weak. He weak. You know how it takes because somebody will cross that your polo, come to your leg and take down your flag, shoot one of your citizens. Look, maybe you are making my day tonight. Look, maybe you are giving a Labyrinth hope. Look, people, they panic. They panic. They got nothing to do. All of them, they are afraid. Maybe let God bless you.
All right.
Maybe let God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much, my brother. Hello, how are you doing? The next caller right here. Hello.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Ebi.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ebi, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from Akopo Kono. down Coast Spoon Hill, went down community. Maybe you said it all. Maybe in my mind, from the president down to the ministers, all of them have been caught up in their own lives. Maybe this is a president that is on record. He referred to IMF at the time as a business institution. The recording are there. This is the president that was giving an interview in Nigeria when President Weah was building rule. He said President Weah was building Star Wars. Today, he came here and he's speaking out of frustration. 2023, when we were running campaign on development, what he was telling us that rule will eat that development. Then he come today to come remind himself. Maybe I think this president here, I think he's not in a right mind. And sometimes I feel for him because of his age. People of his age, sometimes they suffer from dementia and they can't understand what they told the people. President Boakai, that's what you told us in 2023. You told us that rule will eat, that development will eat. So because of that, the Liberian people are not encouraged of what you are doing. The Liberian people voted you, President Boakai, for job creation. 3 years now, you cannot create a job. So the frustration is too much for you. You cannot bear it. You brought those slogans. That's why they are saying it to you. The next thing is, maybe for me, I will always believe in you because everything that you said over the years can come to pass. You told us that the AFL was not favored by Joseph Newman Boakai. You told us that Joseph Newman Boakai brought gun, continuing of gun. Today, what they were exhibiting in Lofa, so gun. See the men carrying gun around in Lofa County today. So everything that you've been saying, that's what is coming to pass. How will you send a police officer to the frontier when the army is there to protect the sovereignty of the state? These are the mistakes they're making. But they professed yesterday they were the chief architects of government. Today, all of them are frustrated. In my mind, Teolime Pia is the biggest embarrassment to this government, and it's a square peg in the round hole and don't even know where to start for the frustration.
All right, thank you, my brother.
1 minute. Let me just give Teolime Pia, the next frustration that coming to you is that you say President we have spoiled the country. Africa gave us 40 megawatts. Africa has 50 megawatts electricity. Today, front page Africa reported that the people are taking 40, only 10 they gave us there. So get ready for the frustration.
Oh yeah, they said we open the devil. That debt that Unity Party put in, we are clear. K50 down.
The debt have gone up now, so they put out 40 megawatts. I think they gave it now. So the frustration coming for you. Get ready, give to insult us again, Jeremy. Thank you very much, Ebi.
All right, LY. All right, okay. LY, how you doing, man? Quickly.
Ebi.
Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Hi there, sir. Thank you. I first for you tonight. Let's be honest with you. I first for you. When I say I want better boy Pepe to cut teeth for the 2 years old man, how to govern. I first for you tonight. To be very fair, I first for you tonight. You don't know nothing. You want to still be at it for. But if you want to power to take the council on the platform and cut teeth and governance, that had to run the country. I first for you.
But the people can learn. The learning say going V. You know some people you teach they get going V.
But what was your effort for now? You talking they can't listen. What was your effort? What was your breath on people? To have for the 2 years, a lot of people said they were in opportunity, was all things there. We don't know, bro. We are SYC. They were going to bring the culture down over us. And so they tell them, we must be patriot. Then you teaching that government how to rule and how to do whatever. You know, in the for government, you do your good work for job. You do your father for you and your children. We send you to school to help our children. That look out for what to do. The brother who sold us to send you to school, don't put it on a poor effort. Then for running government, we know everything. We are very sour here. We work up here every justice. The one can always talk say, what a man, what a God call it man. It's going to be lazy. So be alive to see what's going on. In this country with Baka. You tell him, everybody go take God, they will go fight to the border, they will pay you for. What will pay the effort for? What will pay them? What is it? What is it? Let's vest for them. I will vest for you. I will be there with you on the show. I'll do to show the power. They put everything.
But if it's messing already, they can't do anything with it now. I don't know that. I just want to say what is supposed to do. If done already, they can't do anything with it again.
Some of them listen to you.
They can't do anything with it. I wouldn't try to condemn them to tell them that what they're supposed to do that they didn't do. But they can't do nothing with it again. If it pass.
Nothing in that land. They met for the 2 years, 3 years. When they meet up here, then they get everything. They know everything. One of school, how was it? You probably want to build about school. But when you put in the training, that will see your effort on them. And that will see our breath on them. Nothing will change in that country. All of the people they met, all of them say, oh, we'll open basket school for them. And we'll pour through a water for everybody. That the children get all the 5 stars. That's it. But they say that no government, but we are saying about, oh, they're saying about we'll get men just to avoid. So that Boga said, that road will eat. But you said it last time in the 10th year that we are very soft on the road. That road is for eat. When we are there, hospital will eat. So then you walk out and say, oh, they posted, they don't appreciate it. They say, we'll not do that till we get E-road. Yeah, we get E-road. They will not get food. How will walk on the road? So about you. At that time, when you are setting us, and we'll tell them, put a bonnet say, and the bonnet demon to power. So then the demon is sucking our blood.
Right.
Then we hear what you want educated.
Okay.
You want educated. Don't do that.
All right, Misuse, thank you so much.
My sister will talk to you.
Thank you.
Somebody will call you every day. She wants to talk to you. You can't call to talk to Sophie. You want educate Joseph Boateng. What get for the 2 years?
Thank you, Misuse. Appreciate William, bro. Let me get on to you quickly. You guys got a great deal of time tomorrow. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm man. How you doing, my teacher live?
Yeah, please go on. Let's listen to you, bro.
Yeah, and teacher live, the statement that Jeremiah Pierre made, in that statement, he said they are angry. So is Jeremiah Pierre happy for the situation that is happening because he said the people are angry? So is he happy for what is going on? That the Guineans are intruding on our border because the information minister used to say, or you should be speaking something correct. But is he happy? And then today you see like father, like the children. President Waka today, when he was speaking to the Labrimpo, see how he was arrogant, giving the people cheek on a project that he never initiated. But yesterday, when he was addressing something that was good, that was supposed to meet the Guinean president, he was just pay chicken. His voice was like when you pour something down for it to be cool. But when he's talking to his Liberian people, then he's very reckless. The old man is reckless anytime he's speaking to Liberian people. But yesterday, why he's supposed to stand like a man, the way he spoke today to the Liberian people, instead of him speaking like that yesterday to the counterpart, like the Guinean military ruler, he didn't speak like that. But when it comes to the Liberian people, he speaks recklessly. He speaks recklessly. So if people speak the same reckless manner, so sometimes is it that he genuine for the Liberian people, but he ain't able to be genuine there, or because he sold the land and they know what they are doing? That old man got something wrong with him. To be frank, something wrong with Waka, because you cannot be addressing your people recklessly. But time when you're supposed to address yesterday the Guinean leader about the war going onto our border, you sat down with your funny looking sabu, no good video, and then you just spoke. Then to say you were the number one peaceful human being on the planet Earth. Scary talking. But when it comes to Labrampo, you're speaking recklessly to your own people. It's not normal. That's probably not normal.
Okay, bro. Thank you. Let me get on. Yeah, thank you. Hello, let me get on to the next caller and limited time. Hello.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, brother AB?
Yeah.
And to the Labrampo. No, brother, you have said it all. We all just want to admonish you and tell you thank you for the hard work that you are doing, educating our Liberian people every day and night. Mama, brother, sometimes, we really want to talk and meet these people face to face and express ourselves. I don't believe you. What kind of reckless law we want to put our people into? Look at us in look at it. Look at the patriotism in them, the expressing of their country. But some of you just want to plunge your country into a mess, and you're leaving, you're going out of the door and go to the America you're coming for your country. And some of you are challenge me. That man barely making things like 75 or even 60,000 a year. But when this kind of opportunity come, they come over there and lie to you, and then people put them in position. But Jeremiah Pierre, don't worry. Don't worry, brother. The time is short. It was 6 years, we got 3 more years. And I will finish firing all of you for you to get back in government. we will let the government, we will protest against some of you in the future, never to get back in government. Because you coming and throwing chicks at the Liberian people, tell them, say, you want gun with it, but you can buy gun by your money, buying it. But the Liberian people resource, and not your money. These kind of reckless people don't have no direction in their life. Useless. They don't want to come bring on the Liberian people to make them like that. I blame you. You got opportunity today, you got job. But why you telling the Liberian people to throw chicken at our mothers and fathers, our parents? You know how into life that you gotta give them gun? The only gun you can give them to go fight? Useless, man. I'm telling you, man. No, that God save the nation at all, because these people, we all put them out on our own. They got nothing to do. You gotta look at the thing himself. The good people, or how they call it, respected people, or how they call it, World Bank can do it. Were you there when George Weah was running after all those rules and things in the schools? When the administrating all of that thing, you're trying to make a mess of it, then you can't call him. What better have you done with your life? Your own life. What in your life? You are laying down sick, dying in bed. They may rescue you. Yeah, I'm grateful, Kwame Pape. Brother, God bless you all, man.
I know.
No, when you mind somebody people with action, you don't know what to say.
I know.
Hello? Yeah, God bless you. I'll take good care, brother.
Okay. And how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you, thank you for having me. My name is Victor P. Tabo, Commander New Sergeant Play Arts, who join you from Patrick Factory, to be precise, Dakwita.
Okay.
Did you like the action and the attitude of Joseph Yman Boycott and reflect my mind back during the days where you used to see the Congo man, the so-called Congo man, would take the serious bargain, give it to our parents, which of course our country people used to call the poor bargain to go with. And that's the mindset that old man Joe trying to bring back again. Where during the days he used to call the Soya no-go. The supreme at the time was the police. The police were used to have a unit used to call tag force. They used to wear red beret with a red t-shirt under the uniform shirt and wearing a combat boots, carrying a long-range weapon like UZ or US Calabatete, which of course people call 1N1, which go 1,000 range. And that's the kind of a weapon during the days the police used to use. So Uncle Joe reminds me and bring my memory back to those days that when all of the things they used to do to our parents, this is why Uncle Joe see that they can still do to us. This is why he's taking police over the army and taking it at the bullet. And you can remember Eddie when they got in Nima County, you saw the kind of a weapon they used in Nima County in the forest. So Uncle Joe believed in the police that the police can protect him more like the army. So he's trying to use the army as a no-go where they will not have board of command, and tomorrow the soldier maybe will get annoyed and begin to do something funny, which of course we pray for. We don't want to see it happy, but this is why Uncle Joe is trying to lead a broker. But we will not beat the child, we remain focused. We are looking at Uncle Joe for eagle eye. We want him to lead because he promised the Liberian people that he was coming to lead, to rescue the people, but not to be a dictator, when he will use our country to be a police state, where police brutality will be on the order of the day. We want him to lead to address our bread and butter issue and make our parents and our brothers and sisters in Lopa to go back homes, to their very homes, and make everything be peaceful. AB, thank you for your show. May God bless Mama Liberia and save our state. And you guys in studio have a good and God working day.
Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah.
Thank you, Papa. The one I see for I want to away. The poor will not say. I want a patient at football. The poor are educated to do educated again. While they are educated too. But who made a break on by? Let's see what I want to do. But looking at them, their father so liar. Their father ticket. Retirement ticket. Last retirement. You go over and have this result. When we go laugh protest, the side who's pretty well event. That any girl I go to. But it can't get on. Not very much, he said. Whatever that every day can lie over there. Now you can listen to early day. Why is it not so? You're not here. If I were to carry a getting Who better money? Tell you what call good.
All right, mommy. Thank you. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. Okay, let me just speak. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you, man.
It's your bar calling from Joseph. Thank you very much. Like I said, now we can preach here with the Liberian people. But in power of getting why you never like your pay out your pay all will pay out because I went on this and why will eat. So the same way, anything that you doing nothing for the people. So you were saying that the road will keep for 6 days. Because yesterday, so that why we eat, and the school fees will eat, and then one will eat. Now you want to appreciate it. And the Minapia read to insult us. That where one go will get your access. Because my brother got the answer to Minapia fair because it happened because they put an ad and say that go your one. The people they work for one of 4 anything so you can run away to go America because they already see enough. So they got nothing yet. The woman would say, wow, they get packed and team and go. They are traveling as I family as I they get nothing to do that. You say, well, Captain, what tell you how to do you're more out for the people there. When you're for the people, I think you have to get by your be suppressed, and I will suppress today. And you see what going on. Let me tell you, my brother, we are praying as my own hour, we are praying, we are joining who joining in the country that put the country first. I was that person, you are in power, the Nepal journey were praying for what to enter the country. But God said, no, I will not let want to enter in the country. Go and serve his people, they are not in blood. But send they were praying for the want to enter the country, they were praying for evil process, and we are the evil to their drum now. We don't want the pressure on the people, we don't want to enter out there in the net, pray for peace, for the set there, for the old men who move our here, so our country can be peaceful. So the rest of the off, but the paga to move something what time. He said, what echo for the 7. Because when you listen to me, well, I mean, I think that you echo for the 7 to go to the border. So when I want their support there. Instead, we want echo for the 7 and President Yang get echo for the 7. That Joseph Baga get echo for the 7. So then you go to the Pia, then the border get echo for the 7. So you can go to the border and move that into your thank you very much.
All right, thank you, mommy. Folks, here we go. And I know we are grateful to the Almighty God right here. And I'm grateful to all of you for your support that you've been giving over the people. You hear it out. You've just heard it. There's no hope for Lofa County. In as much as we don't see our armed men, the men and women, the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia taking up their rightful place in this kind of time of crisis, we are nowhere near seeing that problem being resolved anytime soon. God knows what's going on. He knows exactly what is going on. And you are listening to all the chicks they are giving now. I know they are frustrated at the way we are treating them. I know they will want to shut down radio stations. They can't help. I don't care what they do. People are angry. This time it is not made by the opposition. It is your own problem you created that making the people angry. So it takes you, the same government, to make them to be very calm by your action, by your conduct. If you do something that makes people angry, don't get vexed with them for getting angry. Because you made them angry. The owner is upon you to make sure that they don't get angry again. You have all the opportunities at your disposal. Because you know what? You got 2 years plus to move on. 2 more years plus to solve these problems. With God, all things are possible. I want to say thanks to all of you for the time until we are back here, God willing. Tomorrow, the Diaspora Talk edition will be right here. We all will be here to do what we can for our country. Thanks so much for being there. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Vamwe vakajona munzira, vamwe vakazara wasingapori, asi ini lakaramba lichifamba, kunyangwe moyo wakarema.